Yeah, why is it sticky? Also, I definitely thought it was gonna be warmer out here, so I didn't wear sleeves. That wasn't right. Well, if you get in here, we got a little quick rundown. This is my new apartment. Well, this is my new complex, you can call it, I guess. I don't live in the whole thing, of course. I want to show y'all some of the new digs. So here's my rooftop, where I do rooftop things. You got the city behind me, got a building behind me, got the sky behind me, got my building behind me. I love the rooftops where you can see the top of your building without even being on the very top. There's still one more floor left. And I can show you guys a little bit later if you want to see that. But I'm out here chilling, making some wings and some things, and we'll see what happens. I'm over here. I legitimately brought out some of the coldest water in the coldest water bottle. Okay, sponsored. And then, of course, we got. I'm trying to catch up. I read all of Absolute Batman so quickly because I got so into the story. I mean, I was behind already, right? So now I'm trying to catch up on Absolute Soups. It's interesting to me how they can do one thing with one character and do something completely different with another character. Yo, I do not understand grills, bro. Like, my grill is going up to 700 degrees. Let's see, get y'all something good in here. Like, it looks black, but I swear, it's got soul. How do you catch fire? I thought I turned it down. I'll start turning fire down. We got like one good wing that ain't tripping. One wing that ain't tripping. Anyway. If I'll put it up here, I was being safe. See, I know nothing real about grilling. I'm a holistic griller. Like, in my mind, I know what I'm doing. Come on. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. It's so hot in there. Let's try to be careful. It's right there. Flip my veggies real quick. I don't know if this meat is cooking. This veggies gonna be like dunzo. Anyway, celebrate Black History Month. I like to burn my meat. It's not Black History Month, you might say to yourself. I might say to you, shut up. Hey, what's up? Do me a favor, y'all, and hit that like button if you're in the room. You got one. Let's see some more. Okay, these wings aren't done, but they look good. And poke juice. A little poke coming through on you. Look at that. Look at that blackness, man. Here's the trick. I often coat my wings in honey or sugary acumens, if you will. That creates a scenario where what burns first is the honey or the sauce, if you will. So be real careful. So you know what you're doing. What? What's that face, turtle? Hey, it's gonna be good. It's. I've never made bad wings. Like they might look gnarly. I've never made a bad wing a day in my life. Not one. That's why it's so dark. If I season the chicken and have a blaster on you for sauce base as the finishing. I know that. I know. I know. I always, I always like. Okay, so I always marinate my wings, right? Like always marinate them. Mr. Crispins, what's up, my man? Dang, long time no see, brother. Cool. But I know that's the wrong way to do it. But it always tastes good. So I'm always like, all right, let's just monitor the wings, be real smart here. If you come in the room, you ain't seen it already yet. This is my rooftop on the building I live at. It's a beautiful sight. Look at that. Just walk up here, just live my life. You can see part of Chicago from my building too. A little bit of the city action. And then ice up above us, probably. Dude, I'm not doing too bad. Like, was work stressful today? Yeah, it was. Was it annoying today? Yeah, it was. But do I still feel like I'm a pretty lucky person? I do. All right. So what I do is, when they get this dark, the flavor I want is already gonna be embedded in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the container, and I'll finish them off in the air fryer if I need to. All right, there we go. Yo, why is that? That's so what? That's shame. Like, I just like to crush them sometimes. Make sure. Yeah, there you go. All right, that white meat's still in there. It's good. It's good. That's what we want. That's what we want. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I can tell you that's gonna be good. All right. I will absolutely finish in the air fryer. I will finish in the air fryer. Ah! All right. Well, that's where we live now. All right. Finish in the air fryer. I can't pick that up right now. Ain't no way I can pick that up. I want to. I want to be a good neighbor, but I ain't picking that up. Oh, my mushroom juice is leaking. So we know it's good. All right. Ugh. So, I'll say this. I am doing well for myself, for sure. Like, I'm not rich, but it feels like it sometimes. Because, like, I'm in this place right now where I can, like, buy anything I want just about, if I wasn't trying to be smart. Right? If I wasn't trying to be smart, I could do whatever I want right now. But it's, again, that's the power of the dual income. You rocking two incomes, you can do more things. Like, imagine if I married my girl when I was in the same lifestyle. Like, me and my girl get married, and we like pull our incomes together. Like, that's almost $500,000. At that point, we can do anything. I mean, that's what it is. Yes, thank y'all for giving. Yeah, yo, dance chicken my way, my brother. Hey, dog, it's good to see you again too. It's been a minute. Is someone watching from the other building? Hey, Chrissy Chat, hope all is well. Yo, y'all, I hope everybody's doing really well. Honestly, it's been a minute. It really has. And as I mentioned before, I'm now streaming every Tuesday. I don't plan on missing any Tuesdays if I can help it. I know this looks crazy. Ignore my outfit. I know what I'm wearing. I'm catching up. I came to catch up on Absolute Superman. So I sped run through Absolute Batman, and I'm like, why am I ignoring Superman? I'm already ignoring Wonder Woman. I mean, I've never been a big fan of Wonder Woman anyway, so I don't feel like I'm being focused by ignoring her run. I think Green Lantern came out too, and I ignored that, and I'm like, okay, and Flash, I ignored that too. I need somebody to tell me that I need to watch it. You know what I mean? if I get somebody telling me I need to watch it, I'll have incentive. Right now, no one's recommending it to me. Only Absolute Batman. How's it going? I'm broke. Dude, you know what it is though? I mean, think of it like this. Like this. The whole time you've known me, oh, I can't do that. I've basically been broke. Like, and broke not in the sense that I didn't have a good job, but I've been broke because I legitimately didn't watch my income, right? I legitimately was like, you know, like living off credit cards sometimes. I wasn't doing it on purpose, it's just kind of what happened, right? Like, you know what I hate about that though is that I'm not one of those Batman stands though. I'm not one of those people to be like, oh, Batman is perfect. He's the best superhero of all time, because it's stupid that he is, because he's just a dude. Like, it's not realistic he can do all that. It's not. But yeah, it's like, but now that I'm out of debt, I do feel a little bit rich. I chose to put it in the bank, right? Like, I got like 3K sitting right now, and I'm trying to stack more. And then I'm like, I mentioned this before, but like, one thing I've been doing is I sold my video games. Like, I sold a bunch of my video games, including some Pokemon games I probably shouldn't have sold. And it, got me about $400. Not that I needed the money, but it was like, let me offset some of this cost. Then I did a recall on my air conditioner. They gave me $500. They gave me a gift card. So I've been living off that gift card for a little bit, but I'll spending my real money. And it's different. It's different. We got all these sources of income. And now what I'm gonna try to do is, I think I'm gonna try to take some voice acting classes. And not that I think I can, become a real voice actor, but I'm gonna try. Are you still at the grocery store, man? The 20K a year? Yeah, but I also feel like where you live though, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like for Florida, you're probably not doing bad. Not that I'm trying to dox you at all, but all right. I need to get this food downstairs. I was gonna eat it up here. I'm like, let me put it away. Into the elevator. I guess I should have the common area while we wait. So I should have part of the rooftop. This is the common area where people just come and hang out. Big ceilings. What's funny is that nobody hangs out here. Like, nobody. All right, I might lose y'all in the elevator, so give me a minute.
Going down.
All right, back. And we back. Hold on. I need my phone to get in the door. 1 second. I should have brought my trap phone with me. All right, so now we in the building. We in the new apartment. I'm gonna show you around a little bit. I'll get the food set up. So here's the hallway where, again, I mentioned this before, I live in another studio. It's been a while since y'all see me in a studio. If you're a real one, you're an OG, you know I've been in studios for quite a bit. I got that last apartment that was pretty huge. That was like almost a 2-bedroom apartment. But now I'm back in studio life because I don't need that dot, need that wall, and I got all the money, need the ball. So then I made this one kind of a weird cat theme in the bathroom. I got a bidet on deck, but if you don't want, your booty wet, we got dew wipes and regular toilet paper. And we got bathroom action. I'm lazy. I'm like digging through drawers to find things. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and put it where I want to put it. So, drawers in cat theme. Somebody saw this and like, what are you doing? I'm like, listen, I'm a grown man. I live where I want to live. I do what I want to do. My bed is not made. But ain't nobody coming over anyway. I'm chilling, playing Pokemon Snap. air fryer. I just ordered a new juicer that's easy to clean because I'm tired. You know what? I love juice. I love fruit. I buy a lot of fruit. I drink a lot of juice. And I told myself the other day, you know what, Chris? If you find yourself a juicer that can clean easily, get it. And then I went on Amazon and found one immediately, which I'm excited for because juicing is good for you. And some of the vegetables you don't like beets, like I can't stand beets. I'm gonna lie to you. You can make them great again, no pun intended, by simply juicing those boys. All right. Now, typically, when I get home, I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna go ahead and eat them. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. But I'm not doing that. I think for the first time in a long time, I'm gonna have just a socially invasive stream where let me get my tripod, but we can just kick it for a wee bit longer than usual. And if I feel so inclined, we might go outside. But I don't know how long the stream is gonna last. I'm gonna start making plans for these streams. I got plans to put my hands in places I never seen, girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah. Let's see how these vegetables turned out. Because I really don't. I really have no idea. When I put them in that little hatch pack thing, like, it's just some broccoli. You know what I've learned to like? I used to think was gross. Freaking mushrooms, bro. Freaking mushrooms. I don't know what happened when my taste buds switched up, but out of nowhere, mushrooms became like second tier goodness to me. Also, you want to talk about anything else other than my food? Y'all are welcome to bring up the topic. I'm a hungry word. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, buddy. You can't see the sting, but it's steaming. Move away. I taste it though. A little mushroom and broccoli action with some dill weed. All right. Again, if y'all have any questions, ask me anything. I'll be on the move in a minute. I just want to. Okay. I swear. Ain't no better way to do this. But yeah, people ask me how I've been. I'm not gonna complain. I thought things would be worse, to be honest. I was talking to my therapist, and she essentially was like, "I don't think you're like clinically so, but she thinks I might be depressed." And I'm sitting there going like, "Why would I be depressed? I'm not depressed. Let's get one of these black wings." Well, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, you know what? I do find myself sitting down some days being like, you know that thing I really like to do? I don't feel like doing that. Like, and it's gonna sound weird. My first sign was when I didn't want to play Donkey Kong anymore. Wait 1 second. Black people to the rescue. a slight burn on a chicken be tasty. I mean, it can be, but I feel like this ain't slight burn. This is burn. All right, let's see. First of all, it's not undercooked, but I don't think I seasoned it long enough, or the marinate long enough. It's good, but I need to re-season it a little bit. Not bad though. Like if I didn't make it myself, I come back with more. Let me tell you something real quick though. Some of the best seasoning I've ever used on anything is these Chinese salt and pepper seasoning. It's just called 3LP. Like, I don't understand how it's so good. It's the perfect balance of salt and pepper. Speaking of salt and pepper, can y'all tell that I'm going gray in the beard? I was so mad, bro. Turtle. I explained why. My fault. I didn't marinate it long enough. Oh, you a chef. You should have said that, bro. That's my fault. 100%. I didn't marinate long enough. I made that marinade when I decided to make the chicken. And maybe it's for like 2 hours. What's your expertise? Like, what's your favorite thing you make? So I don't know. Dude, people be like following all kind of weird memes. It's like, I don't think he's here. But Annie DeVirgo, who shows up here quite a bit. I don't think he's like a boondock. Garlic roasted Alfredo. Okay. The wing where I didn't burn to death didn't need seasoning. It's pretty good. Yo. Oh, is your roasted garlic Alfredo with shrimp, chicken, and salmon? Love it. People have their what's it called? Creature comforts. Okay. Yeah, I didn't burn it. It's pretty good. The marinade, I mean. So, I think the president is planning on sending troops to my city. But I saw this clip of them sending ice down, right? Which I still don't understand. How does ICE find people? You can look at them and just tell they're illegal. Like how? Or are they just going down, rounding folks up, and then saying I'm sorry when they make a mistake? Well, no, I was joking. I feel like if your city don't care, go away. If your city cares, let them do their thing. It's starting to feel like we're entering an underground railroad era. We're gonna have the people who like agree to hide agree to hide immigrants, and people who decide, nah, turn them in. Louise, what's up, man? It's been a long time, I know. Mostly me though, because I haven't really been like consistent or streaming. And then when I do stream, and when I'm talking too much, then I gotta delete the stream. So my goal of this stream is to not talk too much, so I can actually keep the stream up. Oh my man, you had to ask, can I still use it? Oh my man, I can still use Talkboard. It's true, it was always late, but you gotta remember, I used to also stream like at random times, right? So sometimes I'll stream at midnight and do midnight streams. Then otherwise I have my regular stream that I do every week. The EO faithful, so you knew where to find me. Yeah, dude, I mean, honestly, in a year since you last were on the stream, I may have streamed 4 times. Well, no, that's not true. Only in a year I was trying to fix my channel. And so I was doing like long form streams and then put them up as videos. And little by little, they were doing well. Then I decided to go all in. With my debt repayment. And so I was like working myself to the bone. To the point where I didn't want to get on a screen. Oh, huh. Luis. So I've been working multiple jobs for the better part of a year. Almost 2 years, to be honest. I was a karaoke DJ for a little bit. I bartended while still doing my project manager job. And I just hustled a lot. So I paid off my debt. That's kind of it. Like, working at night and day. I kept it moving. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And I was probably like, I think at that point, like $20,000 or $40,000 in debt. I don't remember the number anymore because you know what I was doing? I was just closing my eyes and paying it. I think it was probably closer to 30 or 20. But I was like, yo, I don't care what I gotta do, but I'm getting rid of this debt. I'm not playing games. I'm just done with the debt. And like, because I felt like, you know, I was like, there's no way if I'm making this kind of money and still like running out of money some weeks. You know what I mean? Like, I would get right down to the wire of my money. I'm like, I'm making like 6 figures. Why can't I seem to keep this money going? Like what's going on, right? And when I looked at my debt and like really looked at it for real, because one thing you do when you're in debt that keeps you in debt is you stop, you get shy about looking at your bank account. No, look at your bank account every day. So I stopped doing that. I looked the beast right in the face. I'm like, you're going down, boy. And then I just ran to a job where I made $8,000 a month after taxes. If there wasn't, I'll say this: if it wasn't for taxes, I would have been out of debt in like 2 months. Anyway, got a gig where I was making $8,000 a month after taxes. And every month until the debt was dead, I just threw it at it. I threw it back. I was like, ooh, go back, take it. Take that. Take that. It wasn't even a joke. So, yeah. And then I immediately moved to an apartment that I previously would not have been able to afford, just to celebrate for a year. So I figured after this year, if I'm being honest, I'll play my cards right, I'll be either married or engaged. And then, and from there, we just go and move in together. And the hope is that my rent goes down a little bit. But she talking about some crazy luxury apartment. And I'm like, dog, how about like a medium apartment and we take some money so we can pay for this dumb wedding? But we'll see. We're not even engaged yet. We started working through some things, and I didn't pee myself. Crap. I keep getting barbecue residue in my pants. And I'm trying to avoid having to wash them. Nah, dude, I know. The economy right now is funky. And as much as I love to travel and do it and going out and doing it and doing stuff, now really is not the time to mess around, because I do feel like you never know what's gonna happen anymore. Like I love one of my jobs, right? But I don't know if it'll be around next year, you know? Like I was gonna quit. I was gonna quit one. Right? I'm gonna quit it. I was gonna do just one. But now I'm like, no, man, no. We don't gotta trust all that. So now I'm like, let me ride it out to December. Yep. And that was wild. The president was like, that jobs report is a lie. You're fired. And fired a lady for reporting. Like I hope she sues the government for wrongful termination. I hope her job can't wait like some wild benefit. Well, she ain't gotta work no more because that was stupid. Hello, kind sir. Plus federal budget cuts. I got lost 3 contracts because of that. Yep. I'm telling you, that's part of it too. Like people don't look at how this stuff affects everyday people. Like I know a girl who was working in like government affairs, but because they laid off all those people from Doge, right? Or via Doge. Now her job market, which normally she gets jobs like this, is saturated. Now she can't find a job. Well, not easily, at least. What's up, Andy? I literally brought you up earlier. I don't know. What time is it now? It's 6:04. I mean, depending on how much y'all want to talk and what y'all looking to do, I could stream for another hour, 2 hours. I don't know. Yo, every piece of chicken I made is cooked perfectly. Thank you, brother. Honestly, it's one of my like favorite apartments I've ever had. Like, I'll be sad to see it go. Coming day, I gotta move. Up to you. I'm just listening. Or reviewing the contract. Very nice. How late is it in your time zone, Luis? All right. Gonna leave one wing left. Dude, that's how it is. Why'd you quit it? That's not too bad. All right. Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, I've been there. I don't lie to you. I've had jobs where it's not even that I was lazy. It was that I hated the job that much that I didn't want to do anything. Like, I'm like, I know I should be doing this, but I don't care. That's a wild feeling. Like, especially when you're somebody like me, who's very responsible. Like, I always take care of my business, right? But I've had times where, simply put, I just did not care. I'm like, you know what? They're going to yell at me. I'm going to have a good excuse. But I don't care. I don't know how to say it. Also, okay, this may sound weird, but let me ask you guys a question. So, I went out to a party where this guy was making all this food. And when he was done making the food, he just left it sitting out. And I was like, is that unsanitary? And then I thought about it and I'm like, maybe it's not that unsanitary? Because people eat food sitting out all the time. And it can't really grow bacteria because the food is dead. Chris, why you always lie so early? What's early? I don't know. I normally don't go on until 8. That was my old night. I don't know, this time I was kind of like, Also, Zay, did you get kicked off of Instagram again? You know, I've been gone for a minute because I made a decision to kind of not be obsessed with social media. So, but I go back for like a day. I want to see if, you've been talking more trash about, my favorite rappers. And your account was gone. I was like, dog, they got my boy again? What'd you say? If y'all know Zay, he's a very talented rapper. He put out some of the best music on the planet. But he got a big mouth, and he don't hold back. He keep it real. He does. He keep it real. And I be getting him kicked off of Instagram. Not once, not twice, but thrice. Yeah, you've been gone for a while, man. I was wondering where you've been. Yeah, dude. I mean, so I've mentioned that with people before, but I decided to focus on my journey to get myself into an independent space financially. And so that meant, grinding, working multiple jobs, stacking all my money, and things. I was working so much, like day and night. The last thing I wanted to do was sit down and stare at more screens. That's what it was. It was just more of like, I was just like, I don't really want to do this right now. I love talking to y'all. I love connecting. But at that point, my mentality was, if it's not making me money, I can't do it right now. Like, this is what it was. If it's not making money, I can't do it right now. Like, I was playing around with TikTok, like flirting with the idea of it. But when I got down to it, I'm like, you know what? TikTok will still be here. I know. That's what I made me realize. TikTok made me less thirsty for YouTube, if it makes sense. Like, when I realized that I can get views doing the same kind I did back in the day, and a lot of views, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, and I didn't have it. The TikTok was a community, I thought, because I had my comments cut off from a long time ago. And then I cut my comments back on, and I had a community. There are people in there like want to hear my content, want to hear my takes, want to jump in there, and I was getting a lot of likes. And you know what? But I still love YouTube. Mostly because of legacy stuff, not because YouTube's great. Yep, and then I started playing on YouTube Shorts. And on YouTube Shorts, I was doing well. I was like, oh, maybe I don't need YouTube at all, like big YouTube, because I noticed that my shorts could still. I mean, again, this is me doing low effort content. Could still get a couple thousand views, and I'm like, I thought I couldn't do that anymore. I thought I was broken. I thought I was done. I thought I wasn't going to make content ever again. But I was wrong. I feel like, and I said this before a long time ago. Yeah, I think I know what I'm about to say. But TikTok is just what old school YouTube used to be. Old school YouTube was regular people like you and me getting on the camera, making a living by just being themselves. That's all it is. It's the same exact thing. I am curious to see how it changes with it being sold to America or something like that. But that's all it is. It's old school TikTok. It's what made you love TikTok in the first place. Because if I want to go watch somebody polished and all scripted up and whatever, I can go watch TV for that. But it was something special about TikTok, YouTube, because you knew that you can go on there. It's like an accessible celebrity to some degree, right? Like people like me, like even in my heyday when I was growing pretty big, like pause. You know what I mean? Like you could come and talk to me. You leave a comment, I'm gonna respond back. There's more interactions. There's interactive like materials there. Like also, if y'all missed it earlier, this is my bathroom. It's cat themed. All right. The bathroom is huge for no reason, but I decided to just get weird with the decorations. A little bit of tranquility, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I got a bidet, so I can not have to use much toilet paper, because toilet paper is gross. All right. I'm usually at work when you're live, so you should go live later sometimes like you used to. Well, I can do that, dude. I got you. Not a problem for me. All right. I might lose y'all for a few seconds. You know what I haven't done yet? I wonder if I can get in the stairwell here and take the stairwell down instead of the elevator. Cause I bought a new juicer. I want to get it from downstairs, and I don't want to lose the string. Yeah, the Tiger was dope. That was my first thing I bought, and I just kept going. Yep, still in the shy. All right, let's see. I might lose y'all for a break when the internet switches over. Oh, there is Wi-Fi in the stairwell. All right. If you lose me, stick with the stream. Do not go anywhere. Okay. Don't go anywhere. I'll tell you this though, my new neighborhood, I'm basically bordering like 3 different spots. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't have one neighborhood, I have 3, and it's life changing. Also, y'all like the gray, like the little grays. I keep threatening to get rid of them, but everybody keep going like, no, they look good to me. They look good to me. Keep the grays. Save the grays. I'm like, I don't love gray hair. I mean, it's fine. It's here though. Like, I can do it. What most celebrities do when they get old, is shave all my facial hair off. But that seems wasteful. All right, stay with the stream. I might lose y'all. Stay with the stream though. Oh, perfect. All right, we back. All right. I mean, I don't know what it is, because when I started getting my grades, I wasn't stressed. Like I wasn't. I still don't know what made them show up. Yep, it's doing the same thing. We're all doing a mail run at the same time. Oh, that's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I want to keep saying that, but I don't know if it's true. Oh, sorry, man. You good? Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Like I always hear people like the Grays, but it's like, who likes Grays? They complain about when they have them. All right, I might lose you guys again. Bear with me. There we go.
Floor.
Yeah, I do. Also, I noticed just now, I didn't lose you on that ride. All right. Let's do this. Now, this is about to be a life changer for me. So, I don't know if y'all listened to me earlier or if you were even here, but let's see what we got here. I made the life decision, and I call it a life decision for a reason. To get myself a juicer that is easy to clean. Now, have you ever been a person who drank the juice, like me, you know that like juicers are magical. They're magical. They're great. They're one of the best inventions known to man, especially trying to be healthy or lose weight. It's just a good way to do it. So I invested roughly $87 into a juicer. Again, it's one of those things where like, I'm not rich, but I can afford to do this and now it won't break the bank. Like, I tried to explain my money influx with somebody one day. I am taken. Still got the girlfriend. Same one from last year. Actually, believe it or not. Which is funny because you know me. Like I used to cycle through women like cycle through their underwear. Not really though. I mean, y'all been around for long enough, and most of y'all have at least, to see me in. Let's see. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I think that my ex-wife was the first person I did my YouTube channel with. Dang, y'all been here for a long time. It's actually funny when I think about it. Actually, your girl knows me, I think. Yeah. Yep, avocados are my favorite too. Yo, speaking of avocados, since you said that, let me put you on the subject. So I use my Ninja blender, and I'll make the guacamole. This is my guacamole, right? I make them the same way. I keep the pits in there to keep it fresh. And you see how green that is? It's that green because my guacamole is part avocado, part spinach, part raw broccoli. And then, of course, pico de gallo, tomato, onions, etc. It is the most fire, delicious guac you'll ever have in your life. Dog, blend it, because here's what it does. It doesn't take over flavor-wise. it just makes it healthier for you. So spinach, raw broccoli, raw spinach, blend it together, not too much, and then drop it in there. Let me play this. My father, right? My father, 85 years young, been alive a long time. He did not like guacamole until he tried mine. He tried my guac and he was like, "Yo, this guac rocks." He didn't say it like that, but he's like, "Wait, what is this?" He goes, "How'd you do this?" And I'm like, "I just blended in some spinach and some broccoli." It can't even kidding me one day. I'm like, "I love broccoli. I love spinach. I'll even eat raw broccoli sometimes." I did it. He loved it. My mom already liked guacamole. He's like, "What is that? Are those cucumbers? Why is it so fresh?" I go, "Because I did it today." You getting the fresh off the boat, boy? Like, come on. But yeah, I'm telling you, do it. Put it on. Chris has some exes. Could be a TV show with 5 seasons. Well, let's see though. Let's do a quick breakdown because I didn't realize. I guess you guys have seen all of my adult-ish relationships except when I was in college. If you watch me long enough, because you missed the like couple girls I dated in college. I didn't date that many in college. Let's see. So I had my first girlfriend ever. She wasn't even my girlfriend. It's a girl I like, Danielle Richards. She's married now, so you can't find her. She had Coke bottle glasses, little light skinned, nerdy black girl. Um, and then, but she's like my first crush, wasn't really girlfriend. Then I went to high school and wound up dating Jesselyn, who was like my little hood black girlfriend, my first girlfriend ever. Um, like cheating on me with an old man, which is creepy now that I think about it, but back then I was just mad. Um, and then I didn't date at all until the new Danielle that I dated senior year, another black woman. Everybody feels like, "Hey, Chris, you don't even like black girls." I'm like, "Dog, they half the women I've dated have been black." Anyway, and then I met my ex-wife, and then Tiffany in college. I think Tiffany was my only girlfriend in college. Yeah, the ex wife, and then redhead Danielle. Ignore all the Danielles, and then blonde Ashley during the pandemic. Y'all know Katie. We're at like 9 now. Damn, 9? Damn. Y'all been around for all these people. 9 people? Shoot. Yeah, y'all been around for every single girl I've dated. And then the like 3-month girlfriend right after the pandemic. And that's 10. And then the current girlfriend. It's two. I have like two Ashleys. And then I've got all right. So that's 10. But then I have girls who like I dated long enough where I just never asked them to be my girlfriend, but they would have if I would have asked. Um, the current girlfriend is like red bone black girl. Um, it's interesting to go through my history. Am I missing anybody? Yeah. Because I had the girl with the tattoos. Never got a girlfriend, but she was pretty close. And then the in between girl who like I was messing with her to kill time while I got over Katie, and she wanted to be my girlfriend really bad, but I never did it. So love redheads. Oh, well, always wanted day one until I found out she did. OnlyFans was an escort. Wow. You mean like a specific one, not just like I wanted a redhead. You mean like a very specific person who did a thing that you're like, ooh, morally reprehensible. I don't know about that. I thought you only like snow bunnies as well. Left my A off. No, dude. Did you? Ain't you with a snow bunny? What you talking about, bro? Yeah, no. It's funny because I get that a lot from people. And in fact, I went out one night and I was talking around to this random girl, and she was basically like surprised that my girlfriend is black, and she's like, I can tell you date white girls," and I'm like, okay, like I don't know. So I feel like hood dudes date white girls too. Like, what about me gives off white girl? I've definitely seen some dudes in the hood walking around with their sloppy booty white girls. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what kind of sloppy booty white girl I'm talking about too. Like, not just like she got a big booty, she like sloppy too. And yeah, he love her, but he has got like 3 other girls on the side. You know who I'm talking about. Everybody knows somebody like that. I'll be honest, I don't think black men discriminate the way that black women do. I feel like black men, for the most part, will date anybody who's pretty and is nice to them and is, what they're looking for. Not like anybody, you know what I'm saying, but somebody like they compatible with, somebody they like feel like a connection with. Like, to me, at the end of the day, it's about the connection. Who do you like? Who do you like? I ain't rare through half of Chicago, but it's kind of funny. My girl will make fun of me for that though, because we'll walk down the street and she'll see. I mean, I've dated a lot of girls. Now, if you go through many girls I've dated, the type of girls I dated, that's a different story. That's an entirely different story. Because that probably looks crazy. That I would be like, okay, I can't front on you with the white girl thing. But I also will tell you at the same time, I was actually a lot of girls' first black dude, which is funny to think about. I'm like, you gonna try with me? What am I? A starter kit black boyfriend? Ignorant, muffin top, loud mouth, and barely speaks proper English. White girls are the worst. And my baby mama, a snow bunny. I ain't got no girlfriend no more. We split. Oh, damn, bro! You're a free agent. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about men and women? When a man goes through a breakup, most men are like, "Oh, damn, you out here." You know what I mean? Like they don't get sad. They're like, "All right, well, dust your penis off, I guess." Because I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do believe it. I always have considerably more sex when I am dating somebody. Sorry, when I am single than when I'm dating somebody. Like, if someone being a girlfriend that you like, no, not this week. But when you were single, you were giving it up like every other dude. You was like, hey, you gonna like me? You like me? You gonna like me? Once they know that you like them, it's over. No, I'm just kidding. No, really what it is that if you're dating the way I've dated, at least, you're normally dating multiple people. Like, you have a roster like everyone else does, and you're probably seeing, because no one's your girlfriend yet, you're probably seeing like up to 5 girls, right? So therefore, you always have a rotation, always. Like, oh man, Priscilla ain't free this week. I guess I'm gonna hit up Becky. Oh, Becky ain't free. I'm gonna hit by Naomi. Oh, Naomi ain't free. I'm gonna hit up so and so. And then you also have the dating apps too, where you go on random dates. And sometimes those girls are like, "Ooh, good enough. I'm sleeping with you tonight." And that's just kind of how it happens. Because that's my experience. Like, I do think a lot of girls, for whatever reason, of like meet me and decide, you know what, I don't need these panties. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that, and maybe I've been influenced by Andre 3000, but I don't feel like a woman who gives it up on the first night is doing anything wrong. She just showing me that she knows what she likes and she knows what she wants. And if she wants me, I'm cool with it. Like, it's not like I have a moral high ground, like, how dare you be a sleut when I'm also being a sleut. Like it don't make any sense to judge people like that. It just doesn't. Like, if you gonna say, well, you were dating whores, I'm like, okay. I had a girl once who I was currently dating. Basically said that the other girls I dated were sluts, and I go, well, didn't you sleep with me on the first night too? That one other girl you talking about made me wait until 2 dates. What are you talking about? Angela, okay, well, I'm like, right. This is kind of like, it's easy to call the kettle black when you're throwing stones from 1,000 foot in the air. I'm just saying random stuff. Don't mind me. I'm trying to put this together without looking at the instructions. It's my worst trait. I hate reading instructions. All right. When install or disassemble the hopper, please open the feeding cover first. Gently press the lid of the hopper with your hand. I don't think this is it. I think I'm doing it wrong. I think this might be it. I think this is it. Yeah, this looks much more accurate. Okay. Yep, there we go. See, I don't need no instructions. Get out of my face. Also, this is definitely how I broke my Nintendo Switch when I first got it. I didn't read the instructions. I just straight up just did it, and then I ripped it open. Yeah, only online dating is BS. Let's see. No. Broken achievement acquired. They're not really getting cat like that. Online dating for some reason. It's worse for me than it was 10 years ago. So far, it only works if I actually go out. Yeah, online dating is the worst. I ain't gonna lie to you. The last time I did an online date, that's kind of like funny enough. That's how I wound up with a girlfriend, like so quick. Because for one thing, my normal streak was after a few months of dating, I almost always had a girlfriend. Like I never went that long without somebody wanting to commit. And it was weird. I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Or like I'll meet these girls where like we were definitely hitting it off. Like I mentioned to y'all, like the black lawyer. She was bad, bro. I won't even say her race because I want to give y'all the idea that I'm not just dating white girls. But like, it was crazy to me. Like, she literally the 1 week was like, ooh, I love how compatible we are. Like, we're so compatible. And we were like vibing and she was flirting with me and everything was going great. And then out of nowhere, she just goes, yeah, I know sometimes things are a slow burn. And, I told myself I'm going to just keep trying and see if it works, but it's just not there for me. And I go, last week you were saying the opposite. What the hell did I miss? And then she's like, she wanted to sleep together and we did that. And then she was like, that was great. And then she ended things. It was the most bizarre. I'm sorry. It was bizarre. I don't understand women sometimes. And then the other girl, where we like got along extremely well. I'll just say it. She was probably honestly like one of like the most compatible people I've ever dated. And then she ended things out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's it. I mean, the other girl, she's still single. It didn't make no sense. I was sitting there going like, how do you go from one extreme to the other so quickly? Like it just felt odd. All right. Before cleaning, unplug the power and let the main unit cool down completely. Never rinse the base with water submerger directly. Do a damp, soft cloth to wipe it clean. Then use a dry cloth to remove any water stains. Remove parts of the pulp cup. Okay, cool. Can all be cleaned by immersing them in water. Okay, cool. Processing blade instead of the feeding. Shoot is sharp. Be careful when cleaning. Okay. All right, must not be sterilized or cleaned at high temperatures. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll test this out. 99% of the time, that's what happens when they randomly end things. Like the light, get out of here. Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, it didn't make any sense. Like, I remember sitting there being like, okay, is there something wrong with me? Like, what am I picking wrong? Like, what am I doing? Like, every one of these girls was different. I don't know. It was weird. It was an experience. I'll say that much. One second, y'all. There we go. It was an experience, and I'm glad I had the experience because, like, I play this. There was one girl that was like probably my like. What's her name? I don't know. Did y'all ever watch Danny Phantom? Think Danny Phantom for a moment now. Okay. You done? Cool. So the main goth girl that was Danny's best friend, whatever her name was, dated a girl who looked just like that, like, and had that same kind of attitude. Like, I don't know, it's something hot to me about like a half goth white girl. And I know that sounds weird because it is, but there's something hot to me about a gothy white girl. Like, you know what? Let me take that back. Because I gotta remember, I also definitely like black goth girls too. So let's remove the race from it. Let's remove race. Race doesn't matter in this distinction. I think I've always kind of had a thing with goths. Like a small thing for goths. Even though I'm not gothy at all myself, I'm like the opposite of goth right now. When I was younger, I was a little bit more emo. Oh, yeah, I gotta figure out where to put this thing. When you get like new appliances, I'm like, all right, I have it, but what do I do with it? I think I'm gonna do one of these. You know, just chill right here. And where can I put it permanently though? I want to use it all the time. So I'm being picky. The part of me is like, yo, put it right here. That's your cutting board. And plug in right here. Okay. All right, this juice is here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just live here. I think we good. It just slowly makes juice. I feel good about this. All right. I'm saying that right now until I don't later. Where I'm like, all right, I guess I wasted my life. One sec, put this away. Sounds like someone screaming. At least let's see. I love goth girls too. At least how they look. Because I've never dated one. And here I am getting dumped for still playing Pokemon. That's wild. I mean, I feel like, here's the trick. I don't think my girlfriend would have dated me, if I'm being completely honest, a few years ago. Like at all. I think that she just got older and a little bit more desperate. But she's like, yeah, you're everything I didn't know I wanted. And I'm like, no. You definitely didn't want to date a nerd. You want to date a smooth dude. I know you did. I can tell by the way you carry yourself. You want to date one of those like Rico Suave, like tall, bald black men who, was like in an 80s movie and know all the right things to say. She didn't want to date my butt, man. In fact, I've said this before, like, I am similar to her brothers in some way. Like, she's got a brother who's a nerd, who's like clearly reads comic books and anime and whatnot nerd. And black girls weren't checking for him either. And then she got another brother who's more of a theater nerd. And you already know how black girls feel about theater. Most of the men going for it. No can do. And it's not anything to say about black women in general. It's our culture. Our culture made for a long time made being smart corny. Oh no! Being smart was corny. Being nerdy was corny. And then all of a sudden they realized, well, they got the good jobs though. And they're good lovers and they listen and they pay attention and they care about me. Like, everything changes when you realize that you were being shallow, or that you, simply put, were missing out on a quote unquote good man because your head stuck up your butt. You know what I mean? All right, I think this is good. I think it's the best I'm gonna do with what I've been given. Most of my GFs play video games too, or interested in them. Another watch me play. I mean, again, things do change with time. Like I will say this. I think now we're in an era where, again, we've been in this era for a minute now. Like it's not brand new, but we're in an era now where what was once nerdy is now cool. Like, you got people going, "Oh, I love Marvel. Oh, I'm a Marvel stan. I've been watching Marvel for years. I've been reading comics forever." And I'm like, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. Because the thing is, you can always tell your own kind, because those kind of girls we were looking for forever. Like I was looking for a girl that also watched anime, did the video game thing, all of it, like my entire life. So I know when they show up, when it's real and when it's not. And I'd be lying if I ain't say that a lot of y'all is fugazi with it. They're like, oh yeah, I've been doing this forever. I'm like, no, you haven't. Or like, I still say this is a complaint I've had since I was young, but like, I hate that there were so many girls that I had crushes on that reportedly had crushes on me too, but didn't tell me I was intimidating somehow. And I'm going, bro, I was struggling to live. How am I intimidating? I might get it now. It might make more sense now. I feel like I'm slightly more intimidating than I've been in the past, but barely. Barely. Like, the fact that you just wasn't checking for the kid. And that's okay, because, I mean, not every girl has to check for me. But, like, the fact that, I mean, I don't know. I will never forget this, because I often wonder how my life would have been different if this girl is telling the truth. And I will say her name, because I don't think she's married, but, or she thinks she is married, whatever, same thing. Shayna Washington was my big crush in high school. Like, I was like, damn, this girl's fine, and she pretty, and she chocolate. I'm with it, right? And she reportedly told this girl in our school that she wanted to have my nerdy babies. And I'm like, how sway? She was dating like I'm not even kidding, not the quarterback, but the head linebacker on the football team. I don't know about y'all, but in my high school, it wasn't the quarterback that got all the play. It was the linebackers. I was the second string linebacker. I was not good, and I was also very small. I think you know what I think it was? I think I was starting to get big, but I didn't realize it. Because, pause. Like, even to this day, I don't view myself as a big guy. But people will see me or make comments that make me think I must be big, if that makes sense. Or like, you know a good test to tell if you're big or not? Look at the size of the women that typically go after you. Now, I say that to mean nothing derogatory. I say that to mean most of the time, big girls ain't checking for skinny dudes. So if you find that big girls feel like they have a chance with you, like regularly, you might be a big dude. You know? Like, I'm like, the gall to think you can get with me. But the reality is that they probably dated guys your size who thought they were fine, they were good and everything. Because like, you know, big dudes like some big loving. I'm not talking about fat. I ain't fat shaming. I don't do that. I'm just saying that if you got a lot of big backs in your vicinity, you might have one too. Because I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I ain't got no big back. My back is huge. And I never really thought about that until I got older. I'm like, I started processing. I'm like, you know, a lot of big girls do tend to like me. And when I'm on the dating apps, that's a lot of who be coming at me. And I thought it's because of the stereotype of black men. You know, like black men love fat girls. And what I realized, it wasn't necessarily that. It was more that I was the right size for them. Or like, you know, if you can wrap your whole arm around somebody, it means something. But then again, I think that's also different in the black community. Because, you know, you'll go out with your black boy, with your black friends, black boys. And if the girl got a big butt, that's all that really matters. Like, like half the time you're like, ooh, hey, you know what? It don't matter what size you is, as long as your heart is big, girl. I got it. I'm with it. I believe in you. And I know I sound like I'm joking, but I'm not. All right. My ex-girlfriend watches more anime than me. We're probably getting back together. Hey, why'd y'all break up in the first place? Because the reason for the breakup is normally the catalyst for everything else. It's gonna fall. You know what it is? Right now, I got this juicer. And now I'm like, okay, I need to get some cucumbers. I need to get some beets. Well, then again, tomorrow is the big sale day at the grocery stores. Because if you don't know this, nationally, typically, the sales reset. I believe it's on Wednesdays. So if you are someone like me and you love a good deal, it's only a good idea to go shop and buy the things you know that you want on days like today. And then go and shop the sales tomorrow. One sec. I'm hiding this right now. I forgot I wanted this. Okay. I'm not gonna make my bed because nobody's coming over. We can work it out. Let you look, man. She was a child, so at the time it was a lot of dap and a gray. It makes sense, but she is the most amazing woman I've ever met. We can work it out. I wish you luck, man. Yeah, good luck, man. I'll say this. I had a point in my life where I was anti-dating a girl with kids. And, I mean, for me at least, those days are over. Where I care. Because, I mean, it's an adjustment because you're not going to be the center of their world, right? Like, I mean, your girlfriend's world. Like, and when you date other people who don't have kids, you're very often used to being like, it's having a honeymoon phase where they're all about you and they can just be out all night or they can go out anytime you want to. When you got kids, the game is a little bit different. Like, every time you go out with a girl with a kid, you gotta remember, that's a babysitter. Like, they spent money for a babysitter to go out with you. That means something. You got that babysitter love. But yeah, if you know that's your girl, go after it. Go get it. What's the phrase? Scared money don't make none. Don't be scared. Go make your money. Go get your girl, bro. Make sure everything I need. I don't need my reading glasses. I'm gonna change my clothes, but y'all can't watch, okay? It's kind of in the mood to groove. You know something funny? So those of you guys who know I've been doing YouTube for a long time, you know that, when you do content creation, you normally have to buy a number of things, right? Like, at one point I had a version of Photoshop on my computer, right? And it was great for the time. But then Photoshop changed, or not Photoshop, not just Photoshop and the video editor software. I forget what it's called now, because I've been using it so long. So I would get that, I use that, I do that. And now it's like, we're at a stage now in content creation world where, to be completely honest, you don't really need to pay. Well, not much. You don't need to use Photoshop, not Photoshop. You don't need to use, what's it being called? Whatever you use to edit videos, you don't need to use all that. You barely need to use Photoshop. Like, you can make the thumbnails without it. But I still can't get myself to like not spend the $33 a month to keep the software. Part of me feels like I do it because I keep telling myself in my head I'm gonna go back to making content the way I used to. Other part of me is like, yo, dog. Or you can just embrace the new world entirely. Like, I already edit like a Wizardsmith using InShot. InShot costs $10 a year. I haven't made a traditional video in forever. The only reason I haven't gotten rid of Photoshop and Illustrator is because they raised the price to $70 a month. And every time I try to quit, they change the price to $33. So I just keep getting the re-up price, and I'm like, well, if y'all ain't charging me the full price, I'm with it. If y'all charging that full price, I'm out. But then again, I'm like, I don't use this though. Like, I literally have not made a real video using traditional software since the first time Donald Trump was president. Like, it's stupid. I know it. I am wasting money. And yet, it's like, it's hard for me to give up. Like, yo, bro, just give it up, man. Give it up. It's hard to do. I'm trying to convince myself. Gangsta, good gangsta love. I'm going to the grocery store, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't like going out anymore in this neighborhood looking bummy. And I know it's silly. I'm not doing anything. I'm not meeting anybody. Not even trying to. I just feel better when I like look nicer, I guess. That reminds me, because I had a catastrophic event happen. I lost one of my chains. No, not the chains. This looks stupid. Actually, look more normal without the hat. It's hilarious. Panama man. Maybe let's go outside. It was funny, my boss was like trying to be nice to me, and she's like, wait, you're 40? You don't look 40. I'm 31. I think you look like you're 36. I go, thanks, lady. Thank you. I know what she's trying to do. And it was weird. All right, you know, that's my mind. I decided no red shirt. If you're watching me, stop watching me. It's prophecy. Ain't that right, Cadillac Pig? You're right, Steve. You're right. I set a thought around what I want to wear on this grocery store event. I feel like this outfit don't make more sense. The yellow shirt on. It's kind of funny. I had on a shirt the other night, and my girlfriend was like, "You know who you look like?" I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "You look like who's that boy? What boy? Charlie Brown." I'm like, oh my god. Oh my lord. I'm Charlie Brown. That's cool. Nope, this looks stupider. This is actually stupid. I look like a special. Wow. Okay. I know what I gotta do. Thank you, y'all, watching me change my clothes, though. That's real special of you guys to be that dedicated to the cause of me being weird. All right. You know what we gotta do now, don't you? Yes, I know. Then do it. I'm not sure I want to do it, though. Well, the truth is, you have to. I'm not giving you a choice. Michael Rapino, just boosting my ego. I'm still here. All right. I'm asking a controversial question. It's not even controversial, really. But I have a feeling that this week will be the week that Drake finally drops. I've been waiting for all this time. I'm like, Drake, drop this album, bro. What are you doing? All right. You know what I think it is? The pants. It look like I tried to match, but I failed at it. One sec, I'm gonna grab the red hat again. Yeah, that works. Yeah! It's like, the pants like, well, you tried to match your tan pants. I go, well, actually, I didn't. I was just being extra with it. Sir. The red hat pops off at the end. Like a young Amelia Earhart. Gangsta, good gangsta love. Oh, wait. All right. Y'all get to see me be ridiculous. All right. Let's get this light on. All right. The red hat pop off. Like, hey, y'all, what up? The green hat pop off. Much more demure. Nope. And the white's just too white. Nope, I'm trying too hard. I'm not even going anywhere. I don't know why I'm even doing all this. It's so stupid. We'll still the red hat. All right, there we go. The shoe drip is awful. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. It's awful. So, one thing y'all don't know about me is at some point I developed plantar fasciitis. If you know what that means, right? And plantar fasciitis is horrible. Like, you can barely walk. And it means I now have to wear like stupid foot like pads on my shoes and all this stuff, and it's stupid. And then I noticed that I was having back problems. Which, when I say back problems, I mean I legitimately was having issues standing. the most basic of choices, right? Like, I can't stand? Am I that old, bro? I can't stand? This is stupid. I was so mad at life. Then I thought of my dad, right? My dad had a thing where, like, his whole back went out. He was still, pretty old. And he kept always telling me, he goes like, I did those exercises the doctor gave me. I did everything they said, and now I can walk again. And it's totally normal. And I'm like, if my dad at 85 can do it, I have no excuse at my age. I have no excuse. So I gave up the ghost. I spent some money. And now I go to a chiropractor. Like literally every week. Twice a week. All right. Geeks. See, I'm very mature. I'm a grown man. But I still know how to have fun when I want to. Also, I can see those prices. All right, cool. And now we in the building. Now we in the building. All right, we've done this stream for about an hour and 41 minutes. And my battery is fully charged. I hooked it up to a machine. Sorry, y'all. So, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you up. I ain't gonna front. But I quite literally have to poop. And I don't want to make it weird. Here's the question. Do y'all want to wait while I poop? Not in here. There was one time I did a stream where I legit got in the shower. And I stayed in the shower. And then everybody's like, yo, Chris, this is going too far. And I was like, wait till I do the stream where I stay on and I poop the whole time. And I don't, and like, you don't see anything, you don't see nothing, but you know what's happening because you can hear it. And I did that. And then everybody goes, this is the best stream I've ever been to in my life. This is amazing. I'm like, no one else would do this. I'm like, oh, they wouldn't, right? And neither would I, because that's gross. So you go to a stream, and someone keeps talking to you. Like, what's funny? You know what it is to me? My sister. Like, we'd be on the phone, like, for like a minute. We'd be talking, and talking, and talking. And then the last thing she say, you hear the toilet flush. And in that moment, I'm like, bro, is this real life? And she'd be like, yeah, of course it is. She's like, he's my brother. And I'll say, I miss that part of our relationship. Like, I miss her, man, I'll be honest. Like, she's a lot of things, she's crazy, she's a lot of things. Love her, still love her. I hope that she gets over her stuff eventually. And able to, like, reconnect with me again. But I just miss when we would just talk. Like, for hours. Like, when I was dating my ex-wife, she lived in Iowa. So I would drive to Iowa. Right? And then I'd call her on the phone. Because I can't think of anyone else I ever been able to be on the phone with for 3 hours plus and it not feel like an eternity. You know, like she was like the perfect person to call. Because she had stories for days. And I, had retorts for days. And then like I could pick her brain. It was kind of perfect. But alas, depression and her situation, as y'all know, some of y'all may know, put us in a different place. As a brother and sister, it sucks. Because I still love her. Like, I'm never gonna not love my little sister. But it reached the point where I kind of had to look out for myself. And I knew that looking out for myself was gonna make her angry. But she also wasn't looking out for me either. And that's where we had to draw the line. Because I would share with my head, like, this is affecting me negatively. Are you gonna help me? And she would just go missing. You know what I mean? So if I'm not gonna look out for me, and you're not gonna look out for me, who's gonna look out for me? Right? Like, somebody has to look out for me. So I did what I had to do. It wasn't anything bad. And at the end of the day, I think she'll, as we get older, maybe she'll look back and see it differently. But for her, it was a big betrayal. But I'm like, you don't even know what happened. And frankly, her landlord was lying and all this other stuff on me. And it's like, okay, all right, well, here we go. I'm like, who you gonna trust? Oh, it just sucks. I also got faith in one day it'll be better. Because you only get one sibling, I mean, that's not true. You may get multiple siblings. But for me, I only have one sister. Is she okay now? I have no idea. We haven't talked. Because we blocked each other. And it's for the best we blocked each other for the moment, because it was getting toxic there for a second. Like, I'm not an avoider. I don't avoid my problems. But that was one where, we kind of needed the space. Do y'all want to know my favorite purchase I made this year? I made a few of them. But by far, it's got to be the Jiggler. I got one of those things on your computer that will keep your computer up as long as you leave it up. And that way I can go away and come back, and my computer hasn't shut down. I gotta log back in. It's kind of perfect. Switch 2 was good. Actually, it's funny about my niece. I didn't realize. Now I have a poop for real now. I didn't realize. I did all that talking. Now I gotta use the bathroom. I didn't realize that she had become somewhat of an adult. Not that she's an adult, right? She's clearly a kid, but she makes her own decisions, right? And I think she already decided from the jump that one, her mom is a little bit vindictive and used her as a chess piece. And then 2, that I'm safe and I'm still her favorite uncle. There gets a point when you get older as a child where your parents can't just tell you what to do and you blindly follow it without questioning it, right? And I think she knows that I've only done good things for her. I've only helped her out. I've only got going out of my way for her. I would never do anything to hurt her or my sister, even when I'm mad. Like, I ain't a sick human. So while her mom told her that she wasn't allowed to text me anymore, she's kind of found, she's found her ways of reaching out, and I appreciate it. Because I've only ever done good by that girl. And so, most recently, my parents came by to see the new spot. So, I want them to see, how I'm living and that I'm doing good. And, part of me wants my parents to be proud of me, et cetera, et cetera. So, my sister surprisingly let her come with. I was like, oh, you let me come? That's nice. I'm shocked. But I even told her, last time we talked, I'm like, listen, I love you, I got your back and everything, but last time we talked, you threatened me, you threatened my career, you threatened my livelihood, you threatened the girl I'm dating, and you are therefore not safe. I love you, I always will, but you're not safe for me right now. And so until you get your stuff in order, I need to just back off. And then just blocked her everywhere I could block her, and I just kind of left it at that. And again, I will always care about her, I'll always be in her corner, but not to my own detriment. Switch 2 was okay. All right, hold on, y'all. Going back in the elevator. I feel like there's spots in this elevator where I can stand. Also, what's up, Polly Bloom? AKA Studio Talone. Do the same thing. Yeah, dude, it's not going too bad. I said, for like the 19 millionth time, I've moved. Thank you. Because yeah, if you've been around long enough, you know that I moved quite a bit, and I've moved again. I don't know. There's something dope about kind of finding your way in a new place. Think. All right. And again, this might be where the stream ends in an epic fail. Epic fail.
That's why I wanted to meet you. Oh, no.
All right. So right now the Wi-Fi is kicking. All right. So I'm going to the store to go get some fruit so I can juice it. See how long it goes. You gotta go. Polly, how you been, man? I want to see how long I can make it. And if I lose the stream, I'll still be here tracking where I am. got the glasses on. You ever see a couple together and you think to yourself, she's really worth money? I see it all the time, especially in my new neighborhood. What up, dating Chris? I'm going to the grocery store, get some fruits and juice. Although part of me feels like I should wait till tomorrow, roll the dice, see what the sales are like. I'm already moving. I hate when people stop. Try to be nice and like, yo, you have the right of way. What are you doing, boy? I'll say what price it is. That's such a nice night out. Like, genuinely, it's a nice night out. Also, y'all probably got the worst thing on me ever. They call me Fathead Sanders. Alright. David, what's new with you though? Anything good? You're coming in a little late for the stream, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay on 5 more minutes just for you. And then we done. Why don't you do that? Actually, you hit me with the unk? Are we doing the unk right now? Oh man, Nightchan.
Sidewalk.
I feel like last time I saw you, you was hit me with the unk moves too. We back. We back. I decided to stop being financially irresponsible. Because scootering all that way is dumb. It's gonna avoid some potholes. I don't know where you guys are from. Where I'm from, we got city bikes. On the Ghostly bikes are the best bikes of all time. I was telling everybody basically how I managed to pay off all my debt. Wait. So someone in Japan live stream his scooter around too. That's funny. All right. So for me, it's not just peaceful around about taking a ride. However that ride may look. Be it a bike or a scooter or something different. 1 second. You know, one of my favorite streams to watch actually is easily Tripping in Japan. It's just somebody going around with a, I'm assuming a GoPro, riding around Japan. And you just get the FPS view of them traveling around different cities. And it's cool because it's cities you normally wouldn't see. Fire truck. It's like if I set up like a camera on this bike right now and just did this, just a view of somebody riding around, living life in the city. Or you look at my face. I mean, if you want to look at my face more. But I don't know. I'm a fan of anything where I get to see a lens of someone that I normally wouldn't see, or like a view that I don't get to see every day. There's something beautiful about it, you know? Something truly beautiful. Walks and drives his car. And now he has a new scooter. That's cool. I like doing this on occasion. I mean, I think I would have to get one of those octopus things that you hook up on your bike or your car or your scooter, and it just sticks to any surface. That's a next week purchase though for me. You know what's wild for me? I said this already a couple times, but now that I'm out of debt, after I pay rent, the rest of my bills are kind of like, all right. So what I've been doing is, when I get paid, it's like next week I get paid, right? I'm gonna just take that money, I'm gonna pay off any debt I have on a credit card, if any, and then I'll save the rest. But now we're in a new month. We start with a budget, right? And that means I can't spend money like willy-nilly. But all right, I think I'm gonna focus on the ride. So, like I said, I will be streaming for the unseeable future. I mean, I could keep it out of my pocket if I really wanted to. But my goal is to stream every week, every single Tuesday, and the rest will be bonus streams. If I have time during the day, I'll stream. If I don't, I don't. But you'll always see me on Tuesday. And enough people go like, yeah, I want to watch you at night. I'll do it through the night. I always notice though that in particular YouTube will share my stream out more if I only stream on YouTube. If I do like the multi-stream, I feel like they can tell they don't share those streams as much. But I might be wrong about that. I don't know. But, all right, Dayton, I'll catch you next time, bro. Nick, same thing. I'll be out here though. Look out for me. Love, peace, and hair grease. Such a perfect way to stop. Because we're just close enough. Oh, that's crazy. I wonder if this place still does well. It probably doesn't. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. All right.